My name is Tony Moyet. I'm the CEO of Tricorp Hearn. Good morning. I want to welcome everybody to this great addition for the city, the city of Riverside, the addition of this Hyatt Place Hotel, which has not been easy, and I'm sure there has been some battles and some fights all the way through the process, but here we are. Great addition for the city, for the economic development of this sector and your downtown area and other key projects like the Fox Theater and the Convention Center coming up. And hopefully this will be a key to further economic development and furtherment of the development for the entire city of Riverside. A little bit about Tricorp Hearn. We are a rather young company, about 8 years old, and about a year ago we merged with Hearn Construction, and so now we are much more diversified. We have a lot more talented folks in our arsenal, so to speak, and hospitality was one of the sectors that we dabbled in, but Hearn was actually one of the premier and very established hospitality builder in the state of California, and a lot of the folks, some of our staff, we've combined the Tricorp and Hearn staff, and the staff on this project actually is from both companies, and we've melted the two companies, and we're stronger moving forward. With that, I want to mention a little bit of background with Siavash and his group, Metro Riverside. I know that this is our first project with the group, and so far we are absolutely pleased to be a partner in the project with them. They have been very supportive in what we've done so far, and I know that he's gone through quite a bit of battle, challenges to get here, and from financing to economic downturn and everything that has been out of his control and city's control, but I know that in the process of collaborating with the city, he's been able to bring this project to fruition, and we're very happy to be a partner in that entire process. So with that said, Siavash, if you could come up and say a couple words.
Thanks, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Well, as Tony mentioned, it has been a long process. We started this back in, I think, 2004, when the process started for us to be one of the companies in the selection process for the whole Fox Plaza. And I can tell you, we wouldn't have been here at this stage without the help of the city. As Tony mentioned, it's been a huge challenge for our company to get financing for hospitality in this market, and with cities, city staff from finance all the way to city manager's office, we got so much support, so much help, and we were able to work with the city so easily that we were able to swing this. I had a few other hospitality developers asked me a year and a half ago when the word got out that we got the financing, and how did you do it? Because a lot of people did try to get through the same financing process that we went through for here, and they couldn't make it. And most of them had stumbling blocks because of the political issues or the city staff issues. And my answer was we had both the political support and the city staff support, which was about 80% of this whole success, and all we did is kind of followed everybody's direction, which was great. And then we became, as a hero in the industry, being, I believe, one of the only two hotels who were able to get construction loans through the channels that we did, and the other one was in Florida. Having said that, I personally can't believe we're here, since 2004. We have come a long way, and we have still a long way to go. This is just the first, the anchor and the first stage of a longer process we're hoping to be able, with the same team, we were hoping to be able to do the rest of the project, which is our mixed use, the residential, retail, and hopefully maybe a little bit of office component in the balance of the project. And having mentioned the team, I think we were so lucky to have the best consultants from our architect, RYS, all the way to our soils engineering, soils technologies, and every other consultant we've had. We've been super lucky on this project. We haven't had any issues with any of them, and we've been able to stay on schedule and stay on the budget so far. And proud to say that until last week, we didn't even have to tap into our contingency, which is a lot, coming about halfway through the project. As far as Tri-Corp Hearn goes, I think we did the best decision I made was to select Tri-Corp as our contractor. I think the team they have on the, I was telling Tony earlier today that we're so happy with the team, Jeff, Cliff, Mark, we're really fortunate to have them. It's almost on automatic, and all I have to do is kind of keep track of what they're doing, and never had to direct them any other ways. They know exactly what to do, and it's a pleasure to have them as our team. And I think hopefully when we figure out the financing of the rest of the project, we'll just have the same team going forward, and we're in for a long relationship. I also must mention that along the process, especially since day one, Chamber has been a huge, huge help for us. And we did have some stumbling blocks along the way, and the advice we got from Cindy and the Chamber and the support we got from the Chamber has been great. Councilman Gardner has always been a huge support, and I'm a huge fan of you. And we couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you.
Okay, Councilperson Michael Gardner.
Thank you, Tony. This is an important day for Riverside. One of the reasons that I was glad to see that a hotel was planned here is we have long wanted to improve and expand our convention center and be able to move up a notch in the kinds of convention trade that we bring to the city with all the good impacts that that has. And one of the things that was holding us back was lack of hotel space. In the good times, 4 or 5 years ago, there were times when we actually had to turn away convention business with the smaller convention center because we didn't have enough hotel rooms. And having this facility coming online actually was the key to allowing us to go forward with our convention center expansion. And that, coupled with the business the hotel itself will bring, is going to be a major player in keeping our downtown going and providing some nightlife and some weekend life and support for all the stores and all the businesses. So this really is a key, and it's been a great team to work with. Anything that the city has asked for, they have provided. Despite a pretty wet winter, they're actually a little bit ahead of schedule. And so I am really pleased and proud of what's been accomplished, and it's been an honor to be a piece of it. But this really is important to our city, and I think major things will come from it that would not have happened had the hotel not gone forward. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gardner. Now, it is my pleasure to bring up someone who we have known for some time as Tri-Corp and then also as Hearn. The firm of RYS, this is Tri-Corp Hearns and Tri-Corp's combined 7th project with Bob Savanjo and his group. They do a great job of designing hospitality projects. And for us, it's a pleasure to go back to them and team up with them time after time. Bob Savanjo.
Thank you, Tony. With every great project, there's a great team behind it, and that's certainly the case here with City of Riverside having the vision for their downtown, energizing downtown and making it an exciting place to go. Metro Riverside and Siavash Barmond with their experience in doing these kinds of projects with public-private entities, and Sia's persistence and tenacity. He's got more of it than all my other clients combined, I think. And then Tricorp Hearn, first-rate general contractor, greatly run project, and I've got to say one of the cleanest job sites I've ever seen. So that all comes together to make for a great project. And a Hyatt Place hotel. We do a lot of different hotel brands, but the Hyatt Place is I think, extremely well positioned for the hotel industry right now. It's new, it's fresh, very contemporary interiors and guest rooms. Great facilities that I think are going to be well received in the community. So we're very proud to be part of this team. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. I want to bring up somebody who's been my partner for the last 8 years, and Steve Hunter, the president of Tricorp Hearn. And before I do that, I want to just say a couple of words. This project has not been easy for us. As you can see, it's a very tight site, and there's been a lot of logistics that we have gone through contractually and logistically. There's been a lot of challenges, and Steve has really led the team in setting up the right logistical plans to make this whole thing a success. Steve?
Thanks, Tony. Those are the kindest words you've ever said about me. And I'll be very brief here. Tony touched on Tricorp Hearn a little bit, but we are one of the major hotel builders in the state of California. We have about 4 or 5 hotels going on right now and about 12 other projects. And we're here in Riverside, up in Redding, South Lake Tahoe, so we're kind of all over the state right now. We're blessed in this economy. We're busy, which a lot of general contractors can't say. With that said, I'm kind of going back to last Christmas, and I remember some phone calls between Sia and Mark Brannon right around Christmas time trying to kind of get through some contractual issues and get this project started. And there was a lot of challenges, as everyone has alluded to, getting started. But what kind of got us together is we you know, with all the issues and problems, we worked together. And with button heads on some issues, we formed kind of a partnership. And as Sia mentioned, we see this partnership going beyond this particular project, and we'd love to look at the projects next door and, you know, all the other projects that Sia is looking at. So, you know, we're very, very happy to be part of this. Thank you to the City of Riverside. You guys, I talk to Jeff and Cliff often, and they always tell me how the City of Riverside's working with them, and that really makes our job a lot easier if the group is working together. So, again, thanks, Jeff, Cliff, and Mark. You guys are doing a great job, and I can't wait to see the opening here sometime near the first of the year. And as Sia said, we will do it on schedule and on budget. This project's right there, so things are going great. So thank you.
All right, don't expect any kinder words than that moving forward. The project staff. I'm going to bring up the next gentleman here, Jeff Brown, who's the project manager for this particular project. Jeff's been with us for some time. This is his second Hyatt Place hotel that he's built with us. He's one of those Tricorp guys, not the Hearn guys. And he's put together a great staff, and he's also going to explain what we're going to do with this whiteboard back here. And with all that said, Jeff, please come up.
Thank you, Tony. First of all, I'd make this really brief. I'd just like to thank a few people here. Again, the City of Riverside, Robert Wise, been a great help. Carl, absolutely, Sia, thank you so much for the opportunity to build this building. It's a wonderful product and one that we're all going to be proud of. In regards, I'll make this brief. In regards to the whiteboard, what we plan on doing, we have a selection of markers, and what we'd like you to do is sign your name. Brief little notation would be great, nice and big. And if we could fill this, we will be taking this after it's all signed by everyone who's here. We'll take it and place it up in the tower framing, inverted, so that, say, in 100 years from now, people can still see the team and everybody who is involved with this project. Again, I want to thank you all, and at the close of the ceremony, we have pens up here, and look forward to your signatures. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm glad we kept all of this brief. There is some refreshments again in the back. Please stop by and fuel up before you take off. And don't forget to sign the board. And I really want to thank everybody for showing up here and supporting the project. And we are humbled and very appreciative of the opportunity to build this great project for the city of Riverside. Thank you.
See, it would be a great honor if I can have you with the first signature.
I hope it's permanent markers. You take
Okay. I'm sorry. I know. Thank you, Sia. And with that, let's feel free to come on up, and away we go.
That's good. That's going to be invisible.
Sir.